Oh my god, it's Rozzy and friends.
John.
I think you'd be like, "Hi, everybody."
Hello,
Hi,
everybody.
Dr. Nick.
It's going to start as any. Welcome back to Games with Friends, and we're moving on from Saint Denis today for the bigger, wider world of Vardenfell. And should we go straight to Valmora, or should we just goof off some more? I'm not really interested in doing the
We
quest.
make a
Like I said,
special trip just for you. Same low price.
I
this
don't know. I
point in
usually
time-
went to Casas Casadas and dropped off the package, and then
went on crazy from there because he'd tell you to go crazy, right? But the
yeah,
first
and
time,
I took it crazy. I came back, when you're level 50 or whatever. It's like I took your advice. I went out and leveled up a little bit.
I love
It
this
tells
thing.
you look new.
It's a giant flea, essentially, to me. It looks like a giant flea. Is it supposed to be? I'm guessing. I mean,
don't
that's
know.
what it reminds me of. But I never knew this
All I
was
know-
here. Like I said, the first time I played this, I thought this was part of the environment, and I walked right past it. I didn't know this was a fast travel. So I walked all the way to Balmora,
You see the
which...
ginormous looking flea, and you just walk right past it.
Yeah, again,
Oh,
I
We make a special
didn't
trip
really notice.
just for
Well, I
you.
was playing on a low
Same
NPC.
price.
Things weren't really vibrant and moving. Distance was really short, so it just looked like the base of a tree right there. I didn't see its leg moving. See, like that. It's
Yeah,
not
that-
moving now.
That looks like a base of a tree.
Again,
Everything looks
it-
like trees to you. Mushrooms all looks like trees. Silt striders all looks like trees.
Sorry, I just got entranced watching that Argonian walk.
If you want to get entranced, you should take a look at yourself running.
You know, when you think about it, that lady looks like a tree.
Oh my god.
I'm kidding.
Look,
Oh my
look
god,
at that
my
run
legs.
animation.
Oh. Oh, look, that sidestep animation is even better.
All the mods that you get to improve the textures and meshes, you still have the same animations. It just look...
Ridiculous. I'm sure there's one out there that overhauls them. Look at that. I'm a pony. And
Also,
that's not a
look-
reference to anything.
Start running. Look at those elbows when you run.
His elbows look really weird when he's moving and all. I mean, right there they look fine, but then they look off-kilter like this. Again, we're talking about a 12, 13-year-old game now.
Yeah, I mean, if you start
Now,
walking, and
I
it
know
looks
where
a
Caius
little more
Casadas
normal.
is. Should I play the game like it expects me to? Because I know where Caius
do it.
Casadas is.
Do it.
I'm going. Dude. Hi,
Oh
lady.
wait, are you supposed to go to the south
South Wall, yeah.
south wall corner? of Burbs?
Bacalakius. Some of these names.
All right.
Hello.
I'm listening.
Bacola.
Sugar Lips! Gentleman Jim Stacy. I've forgotten about him up till now.
My prices are the best in
There he
town.
is. Only he
He's up at the
stands
top.
there.
So runs.
I remember they stopped doing
Before.
this as much. Only he stands there. Now all the Argonians seem to use the Argonian name, or whatever you call them. I remember one of the
Sucks.
quests in this game revolves around that. Now, see, I like this. This is interesting. You'd go somewhere, they'd tell you to do something, and they'd tell you, go this way, go that way. I love having to follow directions. I don't like so much fast travel. Like, in the sense of the Silt Striders and the boat networks here in Morrowind, I liked it. Because it's immersive, it's real. But in Skyrim, why did they have the carriage system except to, they'd introduce you to an area and you'd never use them again? Because you just menu, click, done. I didn't like that. It takes a lot of fun of the exploration out.
Well, you can take the carriage if you want.
I'm
Maybe what's the
listening.
point, though? Dicatus Butticus. Forgot. Are you ready to follow my orders, Dicatus Butticus? Yeah, sure. Good. Welcome to your service. Novice Dicatus Butticus. Now you belong to the Blades. We're the Emperor's eyes and ears. I say otherwise. Improve modest skills that are Blades. Blades trainer. I give you orders. First thing, Pilgrim, you're new. And you look it. Here's 200. Oh, God. I forgot about that. Go get yourself a decent weapon. Or armor. Or a spell. Second thing, you need to cover your identity. Oh, you need a cover identity.
Well, I'm an asshole, so I got that covered.
Yeah. So you could get orders from him, but it's supposed to be incredibly difficult. At this point, he just tells you to earn a name for yourself and come back. Just gonna get a cover story for yourself. You're known as doing this, and then you'll do this for me. Essentially, is what he's saying. being how he's a spy. Balmora. Balmora's a nice little town. Always was. I found that I spent more time on this side of the river than this one. But, unless you're in House Lalo. That was great. There weren't near as many factions. The number of factions has certainly gone down in time, hasn't it?
Yeah, especially ones that you could join.
Yeah, because in this one there was the Imperial Cult, which is the Cult of the Nine Divines. What else is there? There's
Temple,
the houses, the three great houses. The Temple, the three great houses. The Temple was the Tribunal, right? Almalexia, Vivek,
Yeah.
and Southasil. Southasil?
Mhm.
Southasil. I thought that guy was sneaking. It's again, a Nargonian walk cycle.
Morik Tong, Fighters Guild, Mages
Right.
Guild, Thieves Guild, Imperial Legion. The only one where you could join the Imperial. Well, I guess you kind of could in Skyrim.
You couldn't in Oblivion.
Yeah, I
remember
know.
that, which was weird.
that
being
bummed
in the
me
heart
out
of the
because
Empire.
you're in Cyrodiil.
Yeah, the heart of the Empire, and you can't join the Legion. I'm gonna walk on this pole. Nothing. Oh my god, it's in a fall animation pose. Am I falling? Oh. Okay.
You are now.
Okay, that's strange. So what should I do with my time? Since we're just pretty much wandering around. We might come back to this later and make something out of it. Right now, it's just kind of a poke around, see the fun.
Well,
of
this
what I
point is
remember.
usually when I start going to steal everything. That's
Oh,
I'll start
I've
stealing
already-
like pricey stuff and sell
I mean,
it to
I've
Mudcrab
already made
Merchant.
like 1,500 gold in like less than half an hour. So I mean that's something. 8. I need to go for the next 7. Okay. Sorry, that guy was grumbling and I didn't really understand it. It even just said grumbling.
Don't think you're supposed to understand it.
Let's go to Vivek. I think that'd be a good, interesting place to look around. Is this? Oh no, it's not tall enough. Okay, here we go. But I think it's. Actually, yeah, I can get to Vivek. Loading area.
Where would you like to go?
Where would you like to go? But yeah, okay, there's Vivek. Holy crap! Forgot how big it was. And that's just the foreign quarter. Now, where were we on the thing before that?
What thing?
I don't know. What we were talking about something right before that. Before we got into the whole jokes about the animations and those quality animations.
Well, that's
Again, I'm not going to knock on it too hard. It's indicative of its time, that's for sure.
yeah.
But the comparisons between Morrowind and Oblivion, for sure. Like, would you call Oblivion is the weird middle child, isn't it? It's like I see people compare Skyrim and Morrowind more often than I see people compare Morrowind and Oblivion. And that's
Yeah. I don't know.
I'm trying to think of the proper words to describe Oblivion, really.
Forgettable. Terrible leveling system. I have a hard time getting past the leveling system.
It was probably the big. Say it. Say it. Say it. Say it.
We're
Watching you.
Scalp.
I was hoping he would say that. I don't know. That's just one of my favorite lines, despite the fact it's supposed to threaten you. And it really was kind of intimidating back in the day. And as a level 1 character, it really should intimidate me. But Oblivion was forgettable by comparison, that's for sure. I'll agree with that. And, I mean, Oblivion was probably the game that's most disappointed me since Two Worlds. Two Worlds is a game that utterly, completely broke me, and I hate that game in all of its entirety of its existence for that.
It was
But-
2 Worlds.
Oh, it's the worst game I've ever played.
Never heard of
But
it.
again, well, it's probably because I sank too much into it. It's hard to say whether it's because I looked too much into it or because it was just genuinely bad. But I'll turn you on to it. I'll show you some of its later. It was a 360 game, and like the guy at the store, I should have realized it was a bait and switch kind of thing. He's like, I said, "What is this?" He says, "It's kind of like Oblivion." I'll try it. Worst mistake I ever made. Because where Oblivion was kind of forgettable and whatnot by comparison to Morrowind, that game is no way comparable to Oblivion and Skyrim and Morrowind. It was bad.
I think I've heard people say the same thing about, what is it, Far Cry?
Far Cry?
Is that it?
I don't think
No,
so.
maybe
So you can
maybe
ask
I'm
their
thinking of something
first-person
else.
shooters. But what are they comparing it to? Morrowind, Oblivion, and Skyrim?
Like Skyrim or something, like a tropical island Skyrim or something with guns.
Okay, maybe that is Far Cry 3.
I might be
I've
thinking of
never-
something else.
It
I don't
might
know.
be, that might be what you've heard someone say about it. I don't know. I didn't really play them. I never played Far Cry.
I haven't either.
Doesn't seem like my kind of thing. But, yeah, Oblivion was the forgettable middle child, because in the sense that it disappointed me, was like, it did a lot of the things I was expecting didn't hold up. I should be jumping everywhere. Why not?
Go up the ramps, jump up the ramps. Gotta jump up the ramps.
Remember, if you jump down the ramps, you have a chance of missing and just hitting the
Let's
bottom.
not make this official, Outlander. Move along.
Am I taller than you? I am. You're not so intimidating now with your gold fancy. Yeah, you're actually incredibly intimidating. There was a way to get...
Yeah, you should attack them. Let's see how that's gonna go.
You remember the way... Oh, I forgot about that. The way to endlessly, like, kill people in this game without any repercussion, provided you could kill them, was to just taunt them into attacking you. Could take forever
have
depending
good
on your speechcraft skill. Yeah. If it's low, it'd take you forever, but you do it eventually. Just 5 successful taunts and anyone will attack you. Which was funny, but also...
It's funny
game-breaking in
if
some
you're
instances.
particularly bad at
Masera.
speechcraft, because then you have to taunt them until their disposition's low, and then you have to bribe them up to get them in a good mid-range for taunting. Since they're less susceptible to taunting if they have a really high disposition or a really low disposition.
That's weird. It's interesting, like the mechanics that...
Oh,
weave the
here
balance
have
of
some
that
money. Oh, by the way, I still hate you.
out. Here's some money. By the way, your mother's a whore. I never knew who St. Olms was. The St. Olms canton we're in. I'm kind of overlooking Vivek right now, but it's because Morrowind... Oblivion... okay, let me point out the main reason Oblivion disappointed me. 2 reasons. One is you weren't the most important person. Martin
How
was.
egocentric.
Well, I mean, that's the thing about a
Oh,
game,
I-
and escapism in these kind of games. You're important. In Skyrim, you're the Dragonborn. In Morrowind, you're the Nerevarine.
That's fine.
In Oblivion, you're the hero of Kvatch. One city. One city.
That's fine.
It was okay, but it didn't feel like as epic as it could have been, especially like the end. The fight with Maroon's Dagon, that wasn't you, that was Martin. Even though you did essentially get to see a bodily incarnation of Akatosh, which was kind of cool. The entrance to the puzzle canals around here, interestingly enough. I forgot about that.
They're not there?
Oh, it's there, I'm sure. I just came up here to say I've been up to the top of the shrine. This makes me think of that scene from Rocky where he goes up all the stairs. The physics are weird, so I'm in the air longer than the short little jumps Rocky did. Oh, that's not the button I meant to press. That's not the button I meant to press. Son of a...
And on your left, you'll see a floating asteroid.
Yeah. Yeah, that's why I said it's kind of funny. We're kind of talking over the interesting things of Vivek. Like, especially that one. That's the Ministry of Truth?
Yeah, that's pretty interesting.
Is it truth or justice?
Uh,
I don't remember.
open up your map and you'll see the little
That's not it. Doesn't say.
doors. Yeah,
I probably need to walk under it. Wait, give me a second. There we go. That should get it on my map. Interesting little feature there.
Probably justice would be my guess.
Ministry of Truth. Okay. Now, if I'm correct, I've never played Dragonborn. I think I've got it. I need to finish play that one, the expansion for Skyrim. Isn't this the thing that caused all the problems?
No, Red Mountain.
Yeah, but I mean, say, I thought this crashed into Vivek and like caused tectonic instability, which it reactivated Red Mountain. That's what I thought I'd heard.
Did it? I don't
That-
recall the
I could be
asteroid
wrong.
being mentioned.
I don't know. I remember looking it up because maybe it was just a reason someone else came up with. I don't know.
Well, you know what? Maybe they shouldn't have banned levitation in Tamriel because that's what's
Seriously?
keeping up the
Was that a
astral.
thing? Is that what they officially said? Or
Yeah,
are you
it's
making a joke
levitation.
about the fact that levitation is gone in the next game?
Well, yeah, I am like, you know, I hate it they took out levitation, but I believe in Morrowind that's what they say is keeping up the asteroids levitation spells.
Yeah, it's Vivek supposedly stopped it, and now other people are just using your power to keep it up because the tribunal power is fading, or waning. That's what leads to the events of the tribunal, the expansion tribunal. Sorry. And what's her name is trying to take over the others' positions, since that power is fading.
It's just crazy.
Oh yeah, but you know, I was gonna say something. I'm glad I didn't.
Do it. Do it. Do it.
No, maybe I'll save it for next time with Games with Friends.
It's your class. You have to. Can't hold back.
I got 99 problems, but